Hey Tarot Tribe, and welcome back to Tarot. So in today's video, we'll be exploring another one of the minor arcana cards in the deck of the tarot, and we'll be speaking a little bit more about the King of Pentacles. So I just want to say a special thank you to everyone who's been with me on this journey of learning the tarot, because this is the final and last card in the deck of the tarot that we'll be exploring today. So the minor arcana cards in the tarot card reading are known to emphasize the daily events, behaviors, and choices made by an individual in their day-to-day lives. The cards are divided into 4 suits, and each suit contains 14 cards. So today we'll be diving into the 14th card in the suit of Pentacles of the tarot, and that is known as the King of Pentacles. So in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the King of Pentacles card shows a king who seems to be a very well-dressed man with a suit of armor under his clothes. The armor here is suggestive of a tough interior, which also indicates that he can protect himself from anything emotional. He seems to be seated on a decorated throne with carvings of bulls and vines, and he holds a scepter of power in his right hand and a golden coin in his left, which is symbolic of his deep material influence. There are various flowers and plants which depict the highest attainment of material success, while the castle behind him represents the security he has built for himself through his own personal efforts and determination. So connected to the astrological sign of Taurus, the King of Pentacles is a person who is very wise in business and finances and is very practical and steady. So if this card is pulled in the upright position for a love-related reading, when it does come for love, the King of Pentacles card here suggests that now's the time you will be blessed with a reliable partner who can also guide you well in your financial matters. He can be very persuasive and charming when you first meet him, and as a husband, he will be a good provider and will make sure that you and the family that come of you will feel very secure. On the darker side, however, he is one that may focus too much on his career at the expense of his personal relationship with you and your family. And so he will require you to make him realize it every once in a while so that you have enough time to spend together for the sexual and emotional aspects of your relationship too. For those who are single, when the King of Pentacles card appears for you, it does symbolize a time in which you will take your relationship to a more committed relationship. So perhaps you'll meet a man that will come into your life who's completely down for providing for you and your relationship that you both will have in the future. You might start a relationship, purchase a new home together, or even move in together at this time. If this card appears in the upright position for a career-related reading, it is a very, very positive card to receive, as it indicates that you are building wealth steadily and moving forward very quickly in your business endeavors. It does represent a sense of boss energy, so it could actually mean the boss that you rely on for excellent financial advice, or it could also be you as an individual, most probably as a male figure over the age of 35, who will be receiving lots of material rewards very soon. On the more darker side, this card can represent a boss who may be very goal-orientated and not care about the well-being of your work colleagues, as he may be totally focused on the financial side and achieving those targets or goals. But on the whole, this card does symbolize an increase in your cash flow, so perhaps it could be a time that you'll be receiving a promotion or being incentivized further for your work endeavors. If this card is pulled in the upright position for a health-related reading, it does urge you to take much care of your skeletal system and your teeth. So make sure you're getting enough vitamin D as well as calcium to make sure your teeth and bones are strong. You'll also need to practice some healthy eating habits to avoid stomach issues, so stay away from caffeine, spicy foods, or anything that can cause irritation to your gastric lining. So now I want to talk a little bit more about the King of Pentacles card in the reverse position during a tarot card reading. So when this card appears in its reverse position during a reading, it can indicate that now's the time you'll need to adopt a more flexible attitude in your daily activities. It can symbolize a time in which changes that are part of your life need to be dealt with more dignity and more grace. When the King of Pentacles appears in its reverse position, it suggests that you may not be managing your money and finances properly as well too. This could perhaps be that you may be splurging on expensive items and spending up all your money and living paycheck to paycheck. So when he appears here, he asks you to be more disciplined and controlled with your finances and make sure you start saving for your future. So if this card appears in the reverse position for a love-related reading, it can indicate that you have been giving your partner second priority over your friends or family, and this could be damaging your love and your relationship. There may also be a possibility that your relationship may be lacking a certain level of security and stability that you may be wanting at this time. But whatever the reason may be, it could be making you or your partner very jealous and possessive over the other. For some, this can suggest that you are currently in a relationship with an older man who may be acting very impatiently and may be very unstable at this time. He may be an unsupportive and unreliable partner, or perhaps he is very focused on his material aspects and neglects you and the children. For those who are single, when this card appears in its reverse position for you, it can indicate a time in your life in which you might meet someone who earns much more money than you or is of higher status than you. They will pamper you with expensive gifts and try to woo you financially, but make sure that they don't have ulterior motives and expect too much from you for their generosity. If this card is pulled in the reverse position for a career-related reading, it can indicate a time in your life in which you might be required to adapt to new ways of doing things if you want to succeed. Those who are employed might have to up their sales targets or may be facing restructuring in their commission scale. For others, it can simply suggest a time in which you might be facing a transfer to another department or a time in which the structure in your workplace is going through some sort of changes. This card also warns you against unethical business dealings, so make sure you're not getting into any get-rich-quick schemes or taking part in any unethical workplace dealings. For those who have applied for a promotion, this card appearing here in its reverse position can symbolize that it might take a bit more time and effort for you to achieve that career goal. And finally, if this card is pulled in the reverse position for a health-related reading, it can indicate some sort of issues related to your bones, teeth, and skeletal system, so again, make sure you're taking enough calcium and vitamin D. This card can also suggest stomach-related issues and also warns you against burnout from overworking. So make sure you take some time to stop, find some balance in your health and well-being and your work-related endeavors, and proceed with caution to make sure that you don't reach any stress and anxiety due to overworking. And so that was all I have to say about the King of Pentacles tarot card. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you found the video very interesting and informative. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with some of your friends in the tarot community. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.